Here are the 3 biggest things you can do to build your hydroseeding business this year. Now, if you're in a not quite hydroseeding, but perhaps landscaping or erosion control or something, you're building your business from the ground up in one of those related fields, this video is also perfect for you. I think it'll be super relevant. Okay, let's go and get started. My name is Tyler, the owner of HydroHog Hydroseeders, and I built a hydroseeding business from 0 to 6 figures in 3 years. These are the 3 tips that I always give people when they're looking to get started. So hopefully this will be helpful to you as well. A quick note here before we get started, all of these tips are about helping you become more visible. So other than, maybe some family and friends, nobody really knows that you're starting a business. No one knows who you are or what services you offer. So just keep these 3 tips in that frame of reference. We're trying to build an online presence and a presence in the community as well. So first tip here is to get a website. You absolutely have to have a website if you want to have a presence online. A Facebook page is okay, but it doesn't really convey the professionalism that you ultimately want. A lot of people are intimidated because it's kind of like a techie sort of thing to do, is have a website. I hear a lot of people say, well, I'm more of like a guy that works with my hands, but the tech part, not really so much for me. And I totally hear you. In fact, I'm that same person. Might not seem like it, but I would much rather be out working in the field than working in the office. However, you are leaving so much opportunity on the table if you don't build a website. There's so many great downstream effects that will come later on from having a website. The online exposure, the reviews, there's just a lot of great benefits built into online algorithms that come with having a website as early as you can. I'm not actually sponsored by these people, but I still want to mention them just because it's worked out so great for us. Basically, since we got started, we've always had a Squarespace website. It's super easy. In fact, you can do it in probably just a couple of days. All it takes is an account. I think that you can start building a website for $16 a month. It's all drag and drop templates. So you kind of choose the general sort of template that you want, and then you just drag and drop elements into it. It's super easy. Add your pictures, add some words. The simpler the website, the better. It's actually a little bit counterintuitive, but in the research I've done online from a lot of people that are smarter than me, the simpler the website, the better. So don't feel bad if it's pretty basic. All you want really is a form where people can get a hold of you or put in a request for a quote, and then your phone number so that people can call you. And if you have those elements on your website, you will be getting leads. In fact, I remember when we first put up our website, we had not completed a single job. That is right. I had not completed a single job other than my own lawn, and used the pictures from that experience to put on the website initially. And the next week, we actually had clients calling us, which was just super crazy to me. If you have a website, people are able to find you on Google, and if they can find you on Google, they will call you for your service. Number 2 is cold emails. Now, if the first one felt a little uncomfortable, this one might as well. But as with everything, you will get more comfortable as you do it. And this is a huge one, especially if you're just getting started. Now, let me rewind a couple years. I had absolutely no network connections at all. I did not come from a family of landscaping, certainly not hydroseeding, and I just didn't really have anyone in the field that knew who I was. And so we live in a modest-sized metro community. It's about 600,000 people, and there's dozens and dozens of landscaping companies. And I should have put this in with a previous point. However, when it comes to Hydroseed, almost nobody was doing it. And I think that's still the case. There's so few landscaping companies that know about Hydroseed. They're usually quite eager to just sub that work out to someone like me or eventually someone like you. So you would be incredibly surprised by the amount of business you can earn just by sending a total stranger an email. It can actually be really simple, and I'll put an example of one that we've used in the past in the description below. So you can just copy and paste that and use it for however you would like to structure your emails. But basically, it's just a few sentences introducing who you are, the service that you offer, and if you come off as like really warm, inviting, competent, that really goes a long ways. The bar is pretty low in the landscaping and home services industry, so if generally you are just someone that seems enjoyable to be around, you're going to increase your chances of getting a call back or setting up a quote exponentially. So it's really pretty simple and just requires that you put yourself out there a little bit. Okay, last thing I wanted to touch on here is word of mouth. Now, this one's kind of like the 201 level because it does require that you have some hydroseeding experience, because in order to have word of mouth, you actually would have needed to do some work for people. But if you do good work, you will have people that refer you. Imagine yourself as a homeowner who needs a new heating and cooling system. Now, if you have someone that comes out and does an absolutely amazing job, let's say the work is just excellent, the service was just like out of this world, you're going to remember that person. Even though like you'll never need that service again, or like maybe 20 years down the road, you will certainly remember that business. Now, let's say a friend needs that same service and they ask you, who would you use? Of course, you're going to give them that business. Now, if that business comes out and does a good job for your friend is going to look back at you and say, oh my gosh, like, thank you so much for giving me that recommendation. They did an awesome job. And basically, you get the praise just because you made a recommendation. That is the same for people that use you as a hydroseeder. So if you go and do an amazing job, the lawn that they had from you looks better than the lawn that they had before, of course, they're going to recommend you to someone else. Even if they won't ever need your service again. So bottom line, make sure you do a really great job, even starting out. Take care of the product, take care of your clients, and then even go so far as to ask for a review, maybe a couple weeks down the road. Most people, especially if you tell them you are a new business, they will certainly help you out and leave you a nice review. You can put those reviews on your website. You can have them do a Google review if you have that set up. There's all different ways that you can take advantage of people recommending you. So those are the 3 tips I have for you today. I think I want to make actually each one of those tips. I could make each one of those like a 10-minute video and go a little bit more in depth on those. So if you're interested in that, please let me know. That's something I think I'm still going to do here in the next couple months. So if you would like to see more of this type of content, the business side, like how to get business, how to talk to clients, let me know. To this point, I've mostly just focused on the how to hydroseed, but if you want something different, definitely let me know, and we'll get to that soon. Thanks for watching this video, and we'll see you next time.